I found this pen on the floor yesterday in the exam hall. So I picked it up and today this is what I'm going to use to draw. The ink inside is not much, but I think it will be enough for me to practice today. And it's going to take way longer time for me to exhaust the ink. The goal for today is just to practice as much as possible with this remaining ink. And I'm not allowed to stand up from here till I finish drawing with the ink until I is completely exhausted the ink. This is a sketchbook I'll be using. So this is the sketchbook I'll be using today. I wanted to start these sketches with set studies, but I realized I was too stiff and I had not warmed up yet. So I switched to very loose character drawings that they don't need to be accurate. The way I look at them they are more like advanced stick figures. I saw something similar on Pinterest and I decided to do that to warm up. I don't believe you necessarily have to draw lines and box and squares to warm up. I personally like drawing the stick figures. That's where I started. After I was done, I switched to drawing skulls because what's a drawing practice without actually drawing skulls? This is the first page. I like to write the artist name that I'm studying for reference so I can go and check back their work. But first page, second page. For this new page, I wanted to do a figure drawing, and before anything, I would like to give an excuse. My excuse is I used a pen, that's why I did not get the figure correctly. But I tried it again, and my excuse for that one too was that it was too late when I didn't have a full page. But looking at it now, I had a full page, and I'm also that's why I'm giving this excuse that I used a pen, that's why the figure was not accurate. The reason I did this figure again in the other page was because I wanted it to be as accurate as possible to boost my confidence that yes, I can draw figures. I'm confident in drawing figures, I can draw figures decently. But when you are doing a challenge like this, especially on camera, I want to prove to myself and prove to other people that yes, I can draw figures. So I did it again and it was not giving me exactly what I wanted. But I always win. Even though I have an excuse, I always win. At this point, I was getting tired of finding new tricks to waste the ink, so I decided to do more sketches, a lot of shadows. And after everything, the pen is still not showing signs that started fading, and I'm slowly getting frustrated. I'm a lazy person. This is the first time I practiced for this long, and the pen is definitely not encouraging. When I started, I did not think I'll be drawing for this long because the ink, like I showed earlier, was very little. If you have ADHD, I do not recommend this practice because it is very uncomfortable. I'm going to do more studies, more shape studies, and push the pen more because I don't think I can stomach any more sketching. Okay, I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to try and do like a serious figure sketch here. This figure sketch that I failed at. I'm going to try and do it here again. I will not shade it again. So I don't like the face, but this is what it looks like, and the pen is still working. I'll not lie, I'm tired. I'm very tired. The pen is still working. After drawing for I think close to 3 hours, I went on Pinterest to find a reference that was predominantly black shade. To find an excuse to just finish the pen. Just the reference has to be mainly black shade. So I found this picture. The reason I did this picture was because I wouldn't have any option but to push the pen, and that was exactly what I did with this drawing. I pushed the pen a lot. I was ready to die on this drawing. If I finished this drawing and the ink was still working, I think I'll continue to shade and tear my sketchbook through. In fact, I was even ready to shade this whole page black if it was going to finish the ink. And even after shading the whole page black, if the ink did not finish, I don't think I would have continued with this challenge because I was very tired. I'm a lazy person. That's why I did this challenge in the first place, to push myself out of my comfort zone. Finally, I finished the ink, thank God, on this drawing. I don't even care if the drawing was completed. All I'm happy about is the fact that I finished the ink. I'll be trying this challenge again in the future with more ink in the pen. Just thinking about it is scaring me, but I would like to try it again in the future to see how far, how many things I can do. With this challenge, there are studies that I wouldn't have done in the first place, like the shadows and everything. It's the most difficult challenge I've ever done. I had to master I initially thought it was going to take me like, I don't know, 30 minutes, 20 minutes because of the level of the ink. But I don't know, man. I was able to fill three, three pages. It was slow initially, but I was able to fill 3 pages. And yes, I was even expecting to end on this value studies, but it was still going strong. I had to master it out here.